Dick Kitchen was in attendance to ask about where the county is on Senate Bill 190, and Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said they are still working on. The commission plans to survey the community to get their opinion, and they are waiting on the estimate of the cost to the county for new software that would be needed by the collector. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray stated a truck wouldn't start this morning and 2 tires were flat on another vehicle, so shop maintenance was going to be done until those issues can be corrected. He also said brush should be cut on County Roads 5015 and 5070. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said a new driveway pipe would be installed and rock would be added to Dent County Road 2070. He said pipes would be cleaned out on County Road 2313 and brush would be cut on County Roads 3233 and 3235. Polk said a man would be going to Springfield to get oil for chip and seal repair. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said the first day to vote absentee with an excused absence for the August primary is Tuesday at the courthouse, and the last day to register for the primary will be July 10th. Curley also said there were 10 county liquor licenses that are still outstanding, and they must be submitted by this Friday, June 28th. At the last meeting, Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk said the total collections for May were $93,476.61. The next meeting of the Commissioners will be Thursday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Salem-Arty District School Board held its regular meeting last Thursday. Shortly after the meeting began, Kyla Salyer addressed the board with her concerns regarding the new mandatory ROAR class at the Salem Middle School. This class, which stands for Respect, Ownership, Attitude, and Resolve, is replacing what used to be an elective selection by the student. Kayla asked the board to reconsider the implementation of the ROAR class, stating that it would be detrimental to students who will no longer be able to enroll in a combination of art, band, or choir, instead of having to select one of the 3. Furthermore, she feared that this could reduce attendance, leading to possible removal of one or more of these elective classes in the future. After her presentation, the board thanked her for her time. The board moved on to the superintendent's report headed by Dr. Lynn Reed and Dr. Nate Wills, which highlighted the 2024-2025 budget. In a letter to the board from Dr. Reed, she stated this budget was prepared with the most accurate data available and supports the comprehensive school improvement plan created in 2023. She noted the budget is a working document and will change throughout the school year as needed. Some of the key budget assumptions include the operating level estimated to be $2.75 and the debt service levy at 45 cents per $100 of assessed valuation, an increase in the state adequacy target used in the budget of $6,760, and the Prop C revenue expectation to be about $1,513 per weighted average daily attendance, known as WADA. Also estimated were the class trust funds at $618 per ADA, to which 96.24% of said funds is coded to Fund 4 and is estimated to hold a value of $638,263. Regarding staff salaries, the teacher base salary will remain at $32,000. However, the district can utilize funds from the baseline teacher salary grant with a one-time payment to qualifying staff to raise their overall compensation to $40,000. It was discussed that utilizing these funds to raise wages while available through the grant was ideal. Furthermore, support staff wages were set to increase to $12.01 an hour. It is anticipated that the district will not run a deficit during the 2024-2025 school year. Regarding the insurance claim, bids are still under consideration for the roof repairs and will be voted on at a later date. Building principals gave various end-of-year and summer program updates to the board. The positive impact of the Love Thy Neighbor program, good summer school attendance, grant utilization for student hygiene products, student recognition, and their awards were all brought to the board's attention. In new business, the board approved a transfer of 70% WADA from Fund 1 to Fund 4 for the purpose of paying the ineligible cost of the FEMA building. approved participating in the state baseline salary grant, approved amending the 2023-2024 budget to reflect actual expenditures and revenues, and approved the certified staff salary schedule and non-certified staff salary schedule. The board also approved the 2024-2025 budget as presented, approved the revision to Board Policy JG-R2, approved the revision to the high school attendance policy procedures, and approved the Healthy Dent County sponsorship. As this was Dr. Lynn Reed's last meeting in her current role, it was approved for Dr. Wills to use the login access to approve payroll files at the Bank of Salem. The board approved updating the signature cards for the debt service account, petty cash account, and the YOP account at the Bank of Salem to include Tracy Wolf and Nathan Wills. Payment of customary bills that may need to be paid between the board meeting and June 30th, 2024 was also approved. In closed session, some student attendance appeals were heard, discussed, and those appeals were approved. The board approved the hiring of Philip Carr as the athletic director and for credit recovery. Sheila Sullivan Myers as a special education instructor, Lonnie Lee as a health instructor, Bella Jadwin as a PE teacher, Kim Moser to teach Spanish and English, Cody Nichols as an art instructor, Heather McLaughlin as a middle school special education instructor, Lori Terrell as a middle school English language arts instructor, and John Smith for title reading. The board approved a 5-day extra duty contract for Mindy Dillon, approved Lonnie Lee on the salary schedule, and approved Ashton Mink as the freshman volleyball coach and assistant middle school volleyball coach. Wes Hampton as JV boys basketball coach, and Lonnie Lee as the middle school football coach. The meeting was then adjourned. The Salem Area Chamber of Commerce and the City of Salem will be holding this year's Independence Day Parade at 6 o'clock on Thursday, July 4th. At the theme this year is Let Freedom Ring. Entry forms are now available at the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce office located in the Crossroads Shopping Center, and they must be turned in by this Friday, June 28th. The parade route will be the normal route that will start from the SBU campus at South Grand and Franklin, then go east on Franklin to MacArthur, then north on MacArthur to 4th Street, before finishing at the Courthouse Square. If you'd like more information or a complete set of parade rules, please call the Chamber office at 573-729-6900 or stop by 1136 South Main Street. With dry weather around the state, the Missouri Department of Conservation reminds everyone to be especially careful with fireworks, campfires, and other sources of fire that could cause a wildfire. During this year's 4th of July celebration, don't light fireworks in an area where the sparks could ignite dry grass, leaves, or other potential fire fuel. Always have approved fire extinguisher and an available water supply to douse sparks or flames. Wet the area around where fireworks are being discharged. Remember that fireworks are not allowed on conservation areas. Check with local ordinances and authorities for bans on fireworks. Don't burn outdoors during the wrong conditions. Dry grass, high temperatures, low humidity, and wind make fire nearly impossible to control. Check with local fire departments regarding burn bans that may be in place. A person who starts a fire for any reason is responsible for any damage it may cause. Call 911 at the first sign of a fire getting out of control. And that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
Brownfield has a rich history of providing livestock market information farmers and ranchers want and need. Brownfield's weekly livestock market update features livestock market analysis and discussion on relevant topics pertaining to cattle, hogs, and poultry. Viewers can tune in every Friday to watch the weekly update or sign up for Brownfield's weekly livestock market update e-newsletter delivered on Saturday mornings. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Sonny Gray was perfect for 6 2/3 innings before giving up a homer to Patrick Bailey, finishing with a one-hitter over 7 innings to lead the St. Louis Cardinals past the San Francisco Giants Sunday 5-3. And the Redbirds swept the 3-game series. Alec Burleson drove in 2 runs, while Brendan Crawford and Matt Carpenter drove in the others. The Cards start a 3-game series with Atlanta tonight at 5:50 on KSMO. The Texas Rangers beat Kansas City Sunday 5-0 after shutting out the Royals Saturday 6-0 and swept the 3-game series. Kansas City will host Miami in a 3-game series beginning tonight at Kauffman Stadium. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to us courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Remember, large trucks and buses need more room to maneuver, so respect the load and share the road. This message brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with Major League Baseball, where the St. Louis Cardinals look to extend a 3-game winning streak with the opener of a series against the Atlanta Braves at Busch Stadium tonight. The Cardinals finished off a 3-game series sweep of the San Francisco Giants yesterday, picking up a 5-3 victory. Sonny Gray was spectacular. Perfect game through 6 2/3 before he gave up a solo homer, the only run and only hit he would give through 7 innings of work as he picked up his 9th win. Was spectacular, according to skipper Ali Marmol.
He said he wanted to be on the attack. You can't attack a lineup much more than what he did today. He went right after him. He had everything working, used the fastball, sinker, landed that slider quite a bit. So he's definitely demonstrating exactly what he talked about.
Alec Burleson would drive in 2. Matt Carpenter also with an RBI for the Cardinals yesterday. Tonight, 6:45, first pitch at Busch Stadium as Lance Lynn gets the start for St. Louis. The Kansas City Royals will look to snap a 3-game losing slide with the opener of a series against the Miami Marlins at Kauffman Stadium tonight. The Royals were shut out yesterday 4-0 in their series finale in Texas against the Rangers. The first time the Royals have been swept in a series this year. A rough time for the offense as they've gone 22 innings without scoring a run. Acting manager yesterday, Paul Hoover.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're scuffling a little bit, you want to see anything fall, and when you hit a ball hard, it's right at somebody. But these guys are working really, really hard, and confident that the bunch, they're going to be able to get through it.
Tonight, 7:10 first pitch. Cole Reagans gets the start for KC. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
As many of our cattlemen and women know, black vultures are becoming an increasing problem in the state of Missouri. The Missouri Department of Agriculture has partnered with Missouri Farm Bureau, the Missouri Cattlemen's Association, as well as the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services to make sure that we are raising awareness about mitigation efforts for the black vulture if you find them on your property. One of the many questions we get is, how do I tell the difference between a black vulture and a turkey vulture? Turkey vultures have red heads, while black vultures have black heads. Both of the birds' heads are featherless. A young juvenile turkey vulture, though, will have a gray-colored head, so you'll have to look very closely. The turkey vulture has a bigger wingspan, and they fly in a V-shaped pattern. The wingspan of a black vulture is more horizontal.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov. Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association will be holding their 88th annual membership meeting on Friday, June 28th at the Licking City Park. Registration is from 8 to 11, so please bring the registration portion off the back cover of your Rural Missouri magazine. All members registered will have opportunity to win gifts and prizes. The business meeting starts at 9 o'clock, and there will be a health fair that morning, plus a craft fair, kids tent, and a brown bag lunch will be provided. Stop by the Licking City Park on Friday, June 28th for the 88th Annual Intercounty Electric Cooperative Association meeting.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly. B21.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO for after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
Hey man, stop flipping the channels. Sorry, I've never seen so many stations. Hello?
How's the ride?
Oh, it's sweet. I got all the bells and whistles. Satellite radio.
Hey, I was listening to
navigation system.
Yo, you just missed the stop sign.
Hold on, I just got a text. I'll put you on speaker. 2 DVD players. Wait, hey man, how do you spell?
Look out!
Near train tracks, stay focused, stay alive. Brought to you by Operation Lifesaver. www.oli.org.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A 20-year-old man has been sentenced to 41 years in prison for last year's killing of a young woman during a fight over prom. Amon Dillon was found guilty in April of second-degree murder, unlawful use of a weapon, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. In May of last year, Dillon shot and killed Jayla Farr and then fired off 9 rounds toward a house where several people were fighting over a high school prom party. Missouri courts are taking civics lessons seriously by bringing the actual courtroom in some cases to the public, to schools, and to colleges. The courts of appeal on the eastern side of the state are taking a trial to Girls State and Boys State tomorrow, June 25th. Chief Judge of that district, Stephen Clark, says students will watch a real case.
It's essentially the attorneys trying to persuade us about their different points of view.
And there will be a new event debuting at this year's Missouri State Fair. The inaugural Best of Missouri Awards and Sale will showcase various Missouri State Fair champions and other highlights within the food sector. This is Missouri Now.